Good morning. Maria Cullimore here. Today I want to talk to my sisters, to all my beautiful, fantastic, strong, amazing sisters. First, I want to take that weight off of your shoulders that you carry because somehow you think you aren't doing enough or you think you aren't enough. So let me first declare to you, you are. You're absolutely perfect. You're perfect for today, in this moment. You're perfect in the next moment. You're a different level of perfect. In the next moment, a different, but you're absolutely where you should be. But I want to also explain some misconceptions I've noticed that society has taught us. And I'm hoping to uneducate you on those and re-educate you on the reality. For one, some of us actually believe life is meant to be hard and that God gives us tests in order for us to shape us. That's not true. That might soothe you. I'm not telling you any lie. It does soothe you. But it's not true. You give you tests. You give you tests based on what you think of yourself. Your world is a view of how hard you think life should be. You create this world. And I know this is a hard thing to say to someone. Because why would I create a world like this? Some of it was intentional, some of it's unintentional. Some of it you didn't even know you could do differently. So you went with what you saw. You grew up impoverished, you thought this is how hard life is supposed to be. You grew up middle class, you think this is what life is supposed to be. And you don't actually think unless you work like a dog, criticize yourself constantly, abuse yourself, that you're going to get different. And that's not true. Let's think about this from a parental perspective, as God is our parent and we are his children. If you had the option to make your child's world easy, wouldn't you? If we only have a fraction of the love he has for us, and I know mine is only a fraction, if we have a fraction of that love for our children, what would we do? Based on what love you already have, what aren't you willing to do for your child? You'd give them everything, wouldn't you? He's God. He doesn't break his promises. And he does. He did exactly what he said. And how? How is he going to give it to us? Well, for one, he gave us an imagination that we could create anything we wanted. No limitation. Remember, there was a time we didn't fly, and now we do. Somebody dreamed that up and up. Right now, we don't go to space, but that guy, Tesla's working on going to space. There ain't nothing. Oh, the guy that made Dubai, because Dubai is a place that's made. A whole city the man made. Out in the desert. He had some clear space and he made this city. With his what? With his imagination. What makes people worthy of this? Absolutely nothing. Worthiness is a word we conjured up. It's not a real thing. Once you were created, you're already worthy. There's nothing you need to do. There's no hoops you need to jump through. There's no superwoman you need to become. You were born worthy. If you have any doubt of this has nothing to do with goodness or readiness or whatever, Trump is president. That's not criticism of him. But a man who goes against every grain of what you've been taught you should be doing and living and being. And he gets all that he gets despite his absolute lack of humanities and all the other things. And he's worthy. He got what he wanted, innit? everything he wants, he gets. How is that? Because guess what? It has nothing to do with worthiness. I made you. God made you. He loves you. He created you. What made you think you needed to do more? Because a lot of us been taught that. Because we're constantly preached something's wrong with us. That we're born as sinners, please. I was born. That's it. I'm a divine creature because you know what I am? I am a soul. Came here to have an experience. Who decides I was born into sin? I was born to error. I was born to lots of criticism of self. But that's where the real sin lies. How much you criticize this well-made package that God gave you. How much you don't understand you deserve. How much you don't get it. That's a sin. Here you are saying, God, help me. And here God is saying, I'm trying to. And you won't let me in. You ask for just the basics. I will know girls who have, and this is not a criticism, just an observation of how you understand how to use the power, but you don't always use it for as big a scope as you could. All right. So you have a girl who can barely make ends meet, got 2 or 3 children. They can't even live with her because she can't support them. But she'll have the nicest phone. She'll have an iPhone 6 or she'll have an iPhone 11. You know what's the difference? The things she wants, she was great at asking for. The things she didn't want bad enough, she didn't ask for. She didn't ask for the same fervor. She didn't ask for the same excitement. She didn't ask for the same surety, I'm going to get it. Yeah, it takes a portion of faith as well. First you ask, and then you have a portion. Let me tell you something about us women that is essential for you to understand, besides they not being enough. When I was 13 or 14, I went to the debating society. Mr. Adams took us to hear a lecture at Harrison College with their 6th form of Hilary Beckles talk about legacy. I never really heard the word, but never really paid any attention. And he asked what was going to be your legacy. And I was like, what? What are you going to leave behind? That talk had an indelible mark on my vision of myself after that. Because for the first time, I stopped thinking of just myself. I started to realize, wait, I'm going to be a mother. I'm going to need to be intelligent because mothers transmit information in their everyday actions. So the better or the more intelligent I am, the more I'm going to affect my civilization. And my civilization being my first kids, who then will have kids. And then I'll affect my grandkids. Because however I taught my kids, and however they quest for their knowledge, will determine the kind of parents they turn out to be. So I'm going to have to make sure my kids have a good experience so that they can take it to their kids. It's a journey. And then those kids, my grandkids, are going to have kids. And I've got to make sure that they're wise enough to pass on good, solid information. For my sons, I need them to choose strong partners. For my daughters, I need them to be well-rounded. Because at the end of the day, it's the mother who does a lot of the nurturing and the educating. And this isn't that book stuff we talk about where we want our daughters to get degrees, but we make them wait so long. We conflict them between having a degree and having a sexual partner for so long that they wait till they're way too old to have multiple kids. Or we tell them that there's not enough. When is there not enough? When? There wasn't enough when this man decided to build a whole country in his time. It wasn't enough for him. There's always enough. There is always enough. I don't know who taught us elsewhere. There will always be enough. I didn't create this to end this. Think about it. Why would God create all of this to end it? He gave you the power to make it sustainable. You're always going to make it sustainable. You're a mother. If you've got a hand of flour and some water and a pinch of salt, You will feed your children. You will always make it multiply because that's what you do. That's always been a talent you have. Your ability to absolutely multiply. So imagine, man, no, he built a whole building and infrastructure. Man, Bill, he had one trying to get space. Think about us using that same power. You really think you would want space? You'd even think, wait, first of all, you even want guests when you host in order? You're a woman. You want your host in order before you get guests. So you know what? You would have been about, how do I get poverty eradicated? How do I get health? And you want to use some method by trying to wipe out people in order for you to secure that. Never. You would have found a way for all of you babies to suffer, to thrive, to do well, to all eat. You didn't kill some. Not you. You would make it possible. But as long as we allow men to rule this world and men dreams to be bigger than ours, we're always going to have this state that we're in. High levels of crime, high levels of fear, high levels of stress. Let me tell you something. As a mother, I have to feed the kids. I was a stay-at-home mom for a long time. And I got to sort the kids out. I have to clean the house. I'd have to still educate them. I'd have multiple things to do with them. I ain't no multitasker, but I would understand that in my day, these things all have to occur. And I would have to entertain them. I never was one-sided. I'd always have to think wider. Think about how am I going to fit everybody's personality, everybody's likes. How are we going to do this event? How are we going to do the next? How are we going to fit everything in? Imagine when women start using their power. How different society will be. You think they're going to be impoverished people? You think they're going to be poor? You think there's a real need for poverty? No. If Stalin and communism was a woman, it was run by a woman, it would be completely different infrastructure. It would be same sentiment. Everybody gets fed. That's the long short of what communism. The original vision and the end vision was two different things. But the point I'm making is still, you would never leave any behind. So what are you doing? Understand first your power. Understand you are enough. There's nothing more you need to do. There's no classes you need to take. Yes, listening to this is not a class, but it is an awareness you needed. And I want you to understand you're not using this power. And what is this power? What does it look like? It's really your imagination. I said, what? You imagine something and then you create it. But what are you imagining? Only the bills? Only frustrations? Come on. Only the fears that preaching to you every time you turn on the radio and the newspaper? Only this constant feeling of being not enough? Ugh! Stop it. Of course you're enough. And not only that, it's going to be up to us to change things around. Us women. Us with our wide perspective. Not us who trying to become a man. Us who understand our femininity and our softness is a part of the healing necessary. Us who understands that we are going to have to, one, take control of the wealth, take control of health, take control of, and it isn't complex. Let me tell you something, the beauty of this system, right? That God laid out for us. That I didn't understand till, a few years ago, till recently. Yes, there we go. First he told us, ask and he shall deliver. And then he gave us our imagination. It's like the catalog of anything you want. Please choose. And then he doesn't need you to do anything. Oh, no. He doesn't require your assistance. He doesn't need to ask how you can get any money for it. Those are silly questions. Those are unnecessary questions. What are you doing? I've got this. You ask me, meaning God, and I will do it, not you. So he left his subconscious. And let me tell you something what I've realized about when I tap into my subconscious. This amazing thing. So first of all, I guess those who don't know, there's the mind. There's the everyday thinking, the everyday functioning, the constant talking that goes on in your head. You need to shut it up. Because really, this is too much. And then he gave us the subconscious. The subconscious is really a direct connect with him. Like, okay, yeah, okay. I need to keep the heart working. I need to keep the body. It just functions. It just does work. It is your wife, as they say. She's just covered it all. Your breathing, your whatever. But if the mind thinks nonsense, the body, the subconscious will do like a faithful wife. She just listens. She's very subservient. She'll just bam. She just does exactly what you say. She's not gonna argue with you. But once you have her in a rhythm of doing it, oh, she ain't letting up. Not easily so. You gotta go in or reprogram her. But then there's the super consciousness. Awesome. So the super consciousness now brings information from all of the consciousness to you, as long as you tap in to God. And God, that line that he connects to your subconscious, you just gotta ask, and he's go up to him, and the request is go in, and he start working on it. Actually, for the time he requests, it's pretty much done. The problem lies now is on the way back down to give you what you want. You do some foolishness like question it. Do I really want that? You change your requests. You change the dynamics, and you freak out everything. And you just block it, and it stop. Wait, you're not sure? Okay, let's put that on pause. It's back in the warehouse. So all that you've ever desired is in the warehouse waiting for you. Is you that need to open at the door. How do we open at the door? Well, this is my method that I find works really well. I remember that it is God I'm asking. So first I get real peaceful, real calm. I shut down my mind, who's always forever talking. And sometimes it's talk a lot of foolishness. So you just have to really ignore it. Kind of inhale, exhale till it's too noisy up in there for you to hear what it's saying, which is why the breath is so fantastic. A good deep breath, a good exhale. Shut it down. Now, while you shut down the noise, now you can talk to your subconscious and you can say, this is what I'd like. Once the message goes up, your job is to stop blocking it with your thoughts of inadequacy, of less, of not enough, of it can't be possible, and start believing, oh, it's a done deal. My job now is to stare as, dead would be the wrong word, but you gotta stay as neutral as possible. You gotta stay in the breath. Because if you let your mind start going again, your mind will tell you all the reasons, all that nonsense we call logic. Please stop using it. It's an awful thing. It wasn't meant for women at all. It's a man thing maybe, but it's different. Logic. I'm a logical person. Logical mind. There's God. There's no logic. God could get things done that you never could get things done. God could be past husbands you never get. Conversations you never thought you could conquer or win. God could win for you. Regular. I learned this years ago. I just didn't understand it till if me and my husband got into an argument or we had a disagreement on how to handle a system, and he would oppose me and he'd be, doing this or no, and he'd be very upset with it, and I'd go, okay, and I'd stop fighting, and I'd turn to the Lord and I said, okay, Lord, what I'd like him to do is hear me. You decide when and how, but I'd like him to hear me. And I would go there. And I'd leave it. I just let it go. Let God got this. I'd let it go. Let it go. Surrendering is just like such an important part of this thing. Because it says, all right, I know you got this. And I would do it. Especially with my husband. Because, of course, in the marriage, I believe this thing about, oh, there's me, him, and God. So I was figuring, like, when I can't get through, I can get a big fella. He threw the message on. Sometimes the message would come back and it would be me that got changed. But a lot of times, he would change him too. And when I realized this magic that I had, I was like, hell yes. I stopped talking. I go, talk to him. It's only when you lose faith, when you get caught up, when you get distracted, you just forget you got this power. But this power worked. I would be saying something and my husband wouldn't listen. I would stop talking and go, okay, he's going to hear me. And my husband would come and say the same thing I was going to say. And I would be cracking up because I knew I was playing a game. And it was fun. And it was witty. And it was great. My point is, same applies when you're dealing with God. You're going to ask. And you're going to practice just letting go like it's done. It's a done deal. Go as far as you don't have to forget it. You could just get fussy about it though. Excited by it coming. Yeah. I don't care where it is. I'm gonna fall. Yeah. And believe. And don't block it. Don't find ways to block it. Don't find things to block it. Don't find ideas. Don't get logical. You know, God is a magician. God can do anything. What are you doing? Why would you get involved in? Would you try to go to a magic show and try to figure out how he does everyone? Or you just sit in awe? Just sit in awe. That's what I want you to do. Just sit in awe. Like, yeah, God is working on this for me. I don't got nothing else to do. Because you don't. It's not about you. It's just about him. So, let him work for you. Get excited about it. Act like it's coming. Do whatever you're going to do and it got here. Start just believing. I make these videos because I believe in my legacy. You may not listen to them in 2020. You may never find this video till 2030. But the message is never going to change. You are enough. Just ask. And it's up to us, women, to reshape this society to what we want, to soften it, to bring our feminine touch to it, to make it cover all of our children and not just some of our children. Because we know if I leave the bad boy up on the street, he might take my child out. Because I love my child so much, I will do anything to get rid of them too. How much wonderful businesses will you create? How much wonderful projects will you do that change this world? And it isn't going to be because you worked harder or you sacrificed everything. You can just learn how to get a little more focused, how to believe you deserve just a little bit more. And don't worry about if you get butt wild and buy nice things for yourself. He ain't judging. That's a human thing to judge. God already knows. What I need to judge. I know you can do that. I know every variable of you, so please. I know what you're going to do. There's no surprises in what you do. I think you make your life harder, but I promised I'd give you choice, so I'm not going to get in there. I'm just going to leave you. But at a point you ask me, I'm there for you. How many times has some bill been paid? You couldn't figure out how you were going to do your notes. How many times is there extra you've spent that you know you had this month or met this month? But somebody come on here, next body come on. All of a sudden, you loans officer completely forget you. And you get extra month or two. How many times have you constantly seen miracles occur in your life and you just didn't know how they came? Well, if you don't doubt his strength and his ability, then the reason the world is shitty is because of you and your lack of asking, your lack of vision of yourself and what you can have and how you can make your homes great, your schools great, your communities great, Barbados great. If there's anybody who could get us out of debt, it would be a woman and her purse. Because she's such a good spender. She's such good at spreading money. don't mind what people told you. You always get it done. You always find a source. You always find a way for you to get an extra income. And I'm even talking to you sisters who know you got 3, 4 men helping you with your household, just so your children could maintain a certain lifestyle. Now, there's tons of us could judge that their business. The point is you got the job done, isn't it? So those of us though who would like it to be, oh, well, you don't want those methods, fine. And come up with better ones, but don't criticize the methods that somebody else chooses. Or don't criticize that she softened 4 men and you softened 1. It's not like one is better. It's just different. Stop judging. You don't have energy for that. That blocks you. On that way down when you think coming, on that judgment you got, but when you never got and shouldn't have, and how them got it and you don't got it, them just block you. Every time you look around and criticize somebody, that blocks you. So let me tell you what, I don't want you blocked. I don't want nothing getting in your way. Ask. Let go. Get excited about it coming. And manifest this better world we all want. Now, what's my portion? I want people to actually start doing it, because Corona has us really feeling this financial strain we're about to go through, and the belt tightening that I can hear the government talking about, and all the other things. So if I want it to be an easy, beautiful path, I need my sisters to help. So yeah, this message was to beg you to help we go through this smoothly and create greatness. Create greatness from your homes, from your computers, from your phones. The world is out there. If that man from Dubai now does not rely on his oil, he relies on international business. Barbadians are some of the most intelligent, diligent workers in the world. What could we create? But we, the sisters, have to start changing our belief system. Stop believing that the world is drudgery and hard and disgusting. Make it into something amazing. I am begging and beseeching you, because this is really, really important. I don't want a hard and difficult life for any of us. I don't mind banding my belly to do without a few things, but I don't want to keep up this thing. I don't want the corona to keep up. I don't like the social distancing. I don't like a whole host of stuff. But if I want better, every household is going to need to work on their health. Mental, emotional. We've got to heal. So we got to spend some time in our request to God to help us. We got to be open to it. We got to understand our worth so we can ask for what we need. We're going to need to work on our finances. So what you didn't know yesterday, you're going to have to figure out. The internet is there. Choose any method you like. I have a few on finance and emotional health law. I'm forever talking about that. But the point I'm making is, if we want Barbados, if we want these next few months, 2 years, few days to get better, you're going to need to create it. And I'm going to need your help. Now, it's going to be a challenge. So I have classes. Yes. I'm going to be doing meditations, 20 minutes a day. But I just need you to tune in. I need you to tune in so that we can meditate on the things we want. We all don't want the same things, so that's okay. But you're going to come. I'm going to teach you how to ask. I'm going to make you sit for 20 minutes, allowing the process to occur, which you probably won't do, although with any consistency, because it's really tough. But that's what coaches are for. Have an amazing day, and thank you so much for being with us. Looking forward to you helping us in the new journey. Maria Calamar, personal development coach. Have a wonderful day.